Adrian from NG Farah coming to you with my weekly update, and it's Saturday the 10th of October. Welcome. Thank you for joining me. Some interesting news around the globe and locally this week. Firstly, for Australia, the national budget was delivered. It was a very jobs-focused budget, which I think is very appropriate given the COVID period that we have been through. There were also some notable tax initiatives. Firstly, the bringing forward of most tax cuts, backdating them to the current year. So that means instant tax relief for taxpayers, which is a terrific and outstanding result. The higher income earners are backdated immediately, so that's instant relief as of today. The lower income earners will have to wait till the end of the financial year. So certainly a stimulatory budget release in nature for the property market, in my opinion, with savings annually on average of $2,000 to $3,000 for most people, which will certainly help with that incredible low interest rate environment that we are in, with a cash rate of 0.25%, which was announced to remain stable this week, even though I do feel that we will see a downward nature of adjustment in the coming months for that particular cash rate. The good news is you'll still be able to achieve and get products for interest rates either side of 2%, which is record lows ever since interest rates have been around. In terms of the global news, if anyone is interested in what's happening globally, we do need to keep a close eye on the US. Even though we may not be interested in what happens politically there, I think that the election come 3rd of November will have some impact in our market. And we saw that there was a vice presidential debate, quite interesting to watch in nature there. I thought the incumbent vice president was quite dominant. And then also we had the news that the president and his wife and some immediate staff were diagnosed with COVID. So it'll be interesting to see the dynamic of those two events, how they do influence that 3rd of November election result, and obviously how that will affect the Australian property market. Coming back locally here, we had some great results and some great new listings come on board. The three hotspots, in my opinion, for the week were Coogee, Clovelly and Maroubra. We had a sale this week at the office, and that was conducted by Cameron Airley, and that was a lovely 2-bedroom apartment at 26 at 75 Broome Street in Maroubra. That sold for $918,000, 2-bedroom with a lock-up garage. At the Adrian team, I personally launched this week and had the first inspection today for 56 Bream Street in Coogee. Now that is a deceased estate. It sits on 284 square metres of land. It's literally 400 metres to the beach. It's a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom, incredible location. The mid-twos has been the price guide and the interest so far on that one. Interesting to see how that one pans out. In terms of other interest, homes are performing extremely well. Apartments, we're seeing fewer numbers come through, and I do believe that's due to the nature of investors somewhat diluted during the last few months, given obviously the lending criteria. As I mentioned last week, that'll ease up a little bit given the responsible lending document that Josh Frydenberg said that he'll be getting rid of. And next year in March, we'll see things starting to ease up and hopefully investors come back into the market, which will certainly stimulate that strata apartment market. But as I said, housing performing extremely well with an auction I personally conducted as the agent and the auctioneer today, and that was 9 Woodland Street in Coogee. We had a price guide of 3.2. We had 7 registered parties. We had very robust and competitive bidding. And the eventual sale price for that one was $3,567,000. That was above the reserve, and we had a delighted buyer and a delighted vendor. So that's all from me. If you'd like to get in contact with me, please call me on 0418 278 316 or email me at adrianbo@ngfarah.com.au. Stay safe. I look forward to seeing you next week, and always remember, your home is worth more with Adrian Bo.